Today we want to learn how to find the LCM of three natural number, any three natural numbers with the help of Python programming. And that natural numbers will be given or taken from the users. So in order to do that, we have to import the math library or the math module and also the SymPy. So in this case, SymPy will not be so needed. Just you can import the math module as m. So we are importing math module as m. So x will be the numbers that will be given or taken from the user. So that's why we have to write input x is equal to what the natural numbers, the first natural number input or given from the user. Since the numbers are always be in the integer fashion, but we are written with this function, so that means it will be considered as a string input. So in order to convert a string input to a integer value, we write int integer, means integer. So that convert string value to integer value. So similarly, we have to take the three numbers from the user, let they be taken with the symbol or the variable x, y, and z. So x will be the first number, y will be the second, and z. Now we are doing the GCD of x and y. Why? What is the cause for getting the GCD of this? So if there are two numbers, so what will be the basic concept? The basic concept is that the product, if we are taking two number x and y are the two numbers. So their products are x into y. The rule is that product of x and y, product of two number will be equal to the LCM into the GCD. That means the greatest common divisor. Or somebody also the GCF or ACF, like that. So this is the basic function. So what will be the formula for LCM? So LCM will be what? Product of the two number divided by the GCD. This is the rule. So in order, but there is no such rule for using the finding the LCM of three numbers. So we cannot write the LCM of three number is actually the product of three numbers divided by GCD. So that is not for three numbers. It is only applicable for two numbers. For two numbers. So that's why we are using this. So initially we are trying to find out the LCM of two numbers. So A is the, since we are taking math as aim, we write, because the GCD modules is a sub function or a sub module of math. So that's why we are importing from math the GCD module. So aim.gcd matlab means that we are importing GCD from math. So aim.gcd, the first two number, that is x and y. Now C will be what? A is equal to the GCD. So if we write C is equal to product of two number x into y divided by the GCD, then what? C is what? C is nothing but the LCM of x and y. Clear? Because product divided by GCD is LCM. So C is LCM of, that's why we written here as a comment, C is the LCM of x and y. But if you try to do this, it will be coming to be a string or other. So make it an integer value, we write it as int int. So C will be an integer, so that is x into y divided by A, because A is the GCD. Same way we do that for the two other number y and z. So for y and z, we also find the LCM of y and z as D. So now we got the LCM of two LCM of such number. So x, y, and z are three numbers. We are dividing these three numbers into two at a time. That means we are dividing it into x and y and z. And we are finding the LCM of x and y. And then we also find the LCM of y and z. Then these are the two numbers. And then what we are doing, we are just finding with the same logic, we are taking this LCM of xy and yz as separate number, and then we are trying to find out the LCM of a and b or something like that. So this is the logic. So given I am trying to give you another example so that the logic will be clear. So take three numbers 2, 6 and 8. So what will be the LCM of 2, 6 and 8? So LCM of 2, 6 and 8 is 24, because if you divide them both three of them with 2, so it will be this and it will be 24. Now why the product of 268? What is the product of 268? Product of 268 will be 96. And what is the GCD of 268? GCD of 268 will be the common factor, that is 2. So if you divide the product divided by GCD, it will be what? 96 divided by 2 is 48, which is not equal to the LCM 24. So how it can be done with the GCD? So if you think we are taking two numbers at a time, that is 2 and 6. So what is the GCD of 2, 6? So GCD of 2 and 6 is equal to 2. And what will be the product? Product is 12. Think this as a separate number. Let this is as a separate number A. Now do the same thing. Repeat the same process for 6 and 8. So GCD for 6 and 8 is how much? GCD of 6 and 8, that is a common factor, is 2. And what is the product? Product is 6 into 8 is what? 6 into 8 will be 48. Now if we divided both of the product with their GCD, then 12 divided by 2 is how much? 12 divided by 2 is 6. Similarly, 48 divided by 2 is how much? 24. So we got two numbers, two separate numbers. That is, these are the two LCMs actually, 6 and 24. So now if you try to find out the LCM of 6 and 24, it is 24, which is the same as that of the LCM of the three numbers. So this is actually the basic logic behind the way to find out the LCM of three numbers. There may be other logic may also be. So according to this logic, I am trying to find out the code to find out the LCM of three natural number. That natural number may be of any value. So how we do that? We are just taking the LCM of, so the first LCM is actually written with the symbol C, and with doing with the same way, the second LCM, that is the LCM of Y and Z, is D. Now we are trying to find out the LCM of C and D, so that it is actually become the LCM of all the three numbers, that is X, Y and Z. So in order to do the LCM of C and D, we just try to find out the GCD of C and D. Then LCM is what? So this is actually what? This is the LCM of C and D. And actually LCM of C and D is equal to the LCM of all the three numbers, that is X, Y and Z. So that's why F will become the product of the two number divided by its GCD. So it will give you the actual value. So how it is written? LCM of this will be printed out. X means we have to print out all the three inputs number. So that's why we have written X with a space, then Y, and we are trying to print out the AND word, then Z, then is F. F means the LCM. So if you try to, let's run that program and find out what will be the answer. So we are running the program, same program. So the program asks you input the first number. So if I input a small number, let it be 3 or 4, 4. Now you have to put the second number, let it be 8. So we take a simple example so that the LCM will be easily understood by us. So if it is 12. Now 4, 8 and 12 is the three numbers. So if we then push the enter button, so LCM will be 4, 6 and 8 will be 24. So 4 and 8 LCM is 8, 8 and 12 is 24. So we got the same logic 24. Now if you run a large numbers, if you run with three different large number like 124, 428, and let it be say 568, like that. So what will be the LCM? So it is not easy. So with Python you can easily find out the LCM of 124, 428, 568 is 1884056. So that means it is nearly 1,088 lakhs, like so, sir. So if you write, so it will be how much? So 18 lakhs 84,056, or 1,088,000 4,056, like that. So by this technique we can easily find out the LCM of whatever large number you want to find. So in order to clear the concept with this logic in home, you can try how to find out the LCM of phone numbers. Try it at your home, and so that you got a excellent result. Now we are today we learn to find out also that how the sine and cos values, all the trigonometric values can also be easily find out with the help of Python programming. So in order to do that, we have to import 4 different libraries from Python. So we have to import math library. Here we are importing math. That means whatever you want to take for this example, you have to return it with the form math dot, like that. So we are importing math, we are importing numpy, and also we are importing the fraction. From fraction we are importing fraction. So the library name is fraction, and we are importing the fraction. From SymPy, we are importing star. Star means what? Star means all. From SymPy, we are importing all. Now, what we want to find out, enter the angle in degree. If you want to enter the angle in degree, then, so first we have to go the basic, then we use this complicated, little bit complicated one. Start with scratch. These values will automatically come. These value will automatically come. So in this case, what we are importing the four different libraries in order to find out. So now A is asking, A is a variable which store the user input of any angle's value in degree. So that's why we write int means it will convert the value into integer. Input is enter the angle in degree. You have to enter the angle in degree. Then B will be float, that will be convert that angle into a float value because that contain some decimals number, that is equal to how much how it will be occurred. It will be equals to the input value in degree will be multiplied with 0.17453. Actually that is the value of conversion from degree to radian. So if you put 10 degree, so that 10 degree will be converted into radian by multiplying. So this is the factor of multiplication. So factor will be 0.0174533. You should remember these values so that, or you may take it as 0.17 or 0.1745 like that, so that it will give you the approximate value of the angle into radian unit. So the conversion A is will be in degree and B will be in radian. So what will we print out? The radian value of A in degree is nearly equal to B. Let's run that, run this program. So what will be the answer? So enter the angle in degree. So let we try to find out what will be the 10 degree value in radian. So if you, so the radian value of 10 degree is nearly 0.174 amount of this. It is in the 10 degree value. So if you run the program again, and now if you put 30 degree, so 30 degree in radian is actually a very small value. It is 0.523599. So the radian value of 30 degree is nearly equal to 0.52599. So up to that you understand how you convert degree to radian with this simple 2 or 3 line of codes, because in for that you don't need import numpy, import fraction. These are for the letter code of operating for the letter code of this Python script. So you just import math, because degrees, all the angles are actually inside this module, math module. So that's why we are importing math only, and then we are putting any degree, angle in degrees, that will convert it into radian. Now we are going to run the next thing. So sine radian means you have to find the sine value in radian, means that angle will be in radian. So that math sine b. Why? Because it is, why it is radian? Because we are now converting the input degree to radian value, and b is actually the degree, angle in degree converted into radians. So that's why it is in radians. So sine radian value will be math dot sine v, since v is in now radian. So if you now print this function, so print sine of b means in radians, or a in degree, a degree is this. So just run this program. If you know that it is sine 30, you know. So that's why we write 30 degree, and if you write that, so the radian value of 30 degree is nearly equal to 0.55 this, and sine of 0.5 radian means 30 degree, or 30 degree is 0.5. As you know, 0.5 is half, so sine 30 degree value is half. Clear? But if you actually try to run the sine 30 degree value, if you try to run sine 30 degree value, just put sine 30 degree, so it won't give you half, because if you run sine and the angle is 30 degree, and if you enter, it's not occurring. But if you write it, or if you sine 30 degree and try to print it out, run sine 30 only. But if you write print or use a capital N sign and run this. So you see that its value is minus 0.9888 this, because it is, you assume that y sine 30 degree is half, but why it is give minus 0.9888? Actually these value Python works with only radians. Otherwise you have to convert the radian value to degree. It's actually try to print out what is sine 30 radian value is. So sine 30 in radians is 0.988. So that's why you have to convert degree into radian and then input that value. So that's why we are initially converting these degree 30 degree into radian and then we are finding out. So if you run the program again, and in this case we are trying to find out what will be the sine 45 degree value is. So the radian 45 degree is this, and sine of 45 degree is 0.707, because you know points. Why it is 0.707? Because you know sine 45 degree is how much? 1 by root 2, and root 2 value, or 2 by root. So if you do this some basic parameters, so sine 45, what is the sine 45 value? So actually what in books gives us is the approximate value. Sine 45 is approximately 1 by root 2. It gives actually the, it is not the absolute value, it is approximately 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2, now 1 by root 2 is written, can be written as 1 into root 2 divided by root 2 into root 2, because we are multiplying, so rationalizing the denominator. So it will be how much? Root 2 divided by 2. And the formula, and what is the value of root 2? Root 2 is 1.414 nearly. So 1 by 414 divided by 2 is actually 0.707. So that's why it gives the nearest, because Python has a large degree of accuracy. So that's why it gives more than what, 9 or 10 places of decimal. So it will be nearly. Now we are clearing this thing. So, but sometimes what happens, large numbers confuses us. So if you try to, what will be the up to 0.2 decimal of place, then you must write this code. So you have to round this up to 2 decimal of places. So that's why we are importing another function which is known as round function. Round give you up to 2 decimal of places. So the value of same thing, the code remains same. The value of sine A, here just we are using the different approach of output. So the value of sine A money sine 30 degree or 45 or 60 is this. So if you run this program, you just write sine. If you know the value of sine 30 degree is half, so sine 30 degree is 0.5. 0.5 means half, you know. So it is nearly 0.5. Nearly. Okay, clear. Now, with the help of this SymPy, see, we are also importing the SymPy value, SymPy module. So with the help of SymPy module, what we can also try to print out the root 2 pi etc. value. Now, if you run this program, same that 60 degree. So now you see that the second part will actually executing 1 plus square root of 2 plus 5. So this type of printed out pattern in Python only be done with the help of SymPy module. Now, if you execute this thing, square root of 3 by 2, what will be square? If you execute this again, so let it be taken 90 degree, sine 90 degree 1 by root 2, and see that root 3 by 2. This type of execution only be done with this. So now if you run with, try to find out what is root 3 by 2, what will be the value of root 3 by 2 and what will be the value of sine 60 degree. Just we importing 60 degree here. So the enter the value in degree 60 degree. Now if you convert 60 degree into radian, it is nearly 1.04. And sine radian 60 degrees, see that the point 0.866. And see that what will be the printed out of root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is also 0.866. So that's why it is nearly, sine 60 degree is nearly, because up to that mark, up to these mark 866.25, up to this limit, they are remain equal. This is what? This is actually the value of root 3 by 2. This is root 3 by 2. And this is the value of sine 60 degree. This is sine 60 degree. So they are equal up to this level of digit. They are equal. After that, there will be a difference. This is 4, this is 4, this is 6. So up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 places of decimal, they are matched. So that's why we write in our usual school books, sine 60 degree value is given as root 3 by 2. So with the help of Python, we learn today that it is not the absolute value. It is nearly root 3 by 2. Nearly. Okay. So that's why Python will be helpful to create the concept. So now, similarly, if you try to match, this will be taught. Now, what is a fraction model? So what is the why we are taking the fraction? So import math, import numpy from fraction this. So B math radian. So if we using the radians value, so math dot radians will actually convert. So in this previous example, what we have to multiply a factor. So that by multiplying with 0.0174533, you are converting degree into radian. But there is also a model inside the math that easily convert degree to radian, and that module is known as the dot radian. This is the module. So with the help of math dot radians, you can easily convert any degree value to radian value, and then it will be executed by sine function. So that's why we write math dot sine, then a bracket or parenthesis math dot radians. 30 here, 30 is in degree. Math dot radians, convert this 30 degree to 30 radians, and then 30 radians, the 30 degree to whatever the value in radians, and that radian value, we can't say that it is 30 radian. So 30 is in degree. So we can write, this is what 30 is in degree, 30 degree. So 30 degree is converted into a radian value. Let it be x radian. And then that x radian will be equivalent to 30 degree, and that is executed by sine function. So actually you got the sine 30 degree value. And we are doing nearly 2 places round V2, means we are using 2 decimal places. So if you run this, you got sine 30 degree value. If you write it 60 degree or 45 degree or whatever, 75 degree, what is the sine 75 degree value? Not given in normal class 8, 9, 10 books. So, sorry, yeah, sine 30 degree is written. So if it is 75, so sine 75 degree is nearly 90.97. So that means as the angle approaches to 90 degree, if you change it to 82 degrees, so that the concept will be building slowly and slowly. It gives you how sine curve can be drawn. So like that, so 75 is nearly 0.97. Now if you run through 82 degrees, so what will be the value? Sine 82 degree is 0.99. So that means it is going from, as it is approached towards 90 degree, sine 90 degree value reaches to 1. So this value, with this value, you can draw a graph. You can plot it into matplotlib. Okay. So the next thing is the importing what will be the function of this fraction module. So fraction will convert any large decimals or decimals number or a mixed fraction into a fraction values. So we are trying to do this same thing. We convert using the radians. That means convert the degree to radian and sine 45 degree will be executed. Sine 45 degree value. Now if you print it like a round fraction, so what will be the value? So if you run this program, so see that round fraction will convert sine 45 degree. Sine 45 degree value is nearly 0.71 nearly, and so that its ratio value will be 71 by 100. Or sine 60 degree values ratio format is 87 by this. So if you do with 30 degrees, see the awesome result. So that will give you an idea how Python works. So it will build your concept rather than also you can think differently. So that, so up to this we are changing this. So see that sine 30 degree is 0.5 nearly, and now see that the action of the fraction module. So sine of 30 degree in ratio format is half. And you see, know that sine 30 in almost all books given as half. Okay. So now in this module, math module, we also easily can easily find out the hypotenuse of any right angle triangle. To find out the hypotenuse, so that means if you know that, let this is my drawing is not so good. So A, B, and C. Let ABC is a right angle triangle, and it is 90 degree at B. So if you know that if A is 3, so let it be not B, because you know the concept that let it be ACB, because this is the angle. Capital letter also denote the angle of the vertex. So this is angle B, and the opposite side will be denoted with the symbol small letter of the vertex. So it is B, it is A, and this is the hypotenuse. Let it be hypotenuse C, small c. So if you you know how the Pythagoras theorem works. Pythagoras theorem tells us that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So actually in our classes, we actually taught that these three numbers known as the Pythagorean triplet. So 3, 4, 5 are known as the Pythagorean triplet. That means 3 or 4 may be perpendicular and base, and 5 will be the hypotenuse. So how this work? This is working like this formula. So we generally know 3, 4, 5, or multiply these 3, 4, 5 with any numbers. Like if you multiply it with it's 2, so 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagorean triplet. If you multiply it with 4, so it will be 12, 16, and 20 is also another Pythagorean triplet. Similar way, like 5, 12, and 13 is another Pythagorean triplet, like that. So multiply this with any number, you got large number of sub numbers. But the basic way how Pythagorean triplet work, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So if you take B as the capital B as the acute angle, then this small b is working as the perpendicular and A will be acting as the base. And always the hypotenuse is the largest side of the right angle triangle. So it is opposite to 90 degree. So now you know that 3, 4, the printing value of what is the hypotenuse value is 5. Let's run this program and see the how Python works. So if it is A is 3, B is 4, we always know that the hypotenuse is 5. But if you change it with any let 3 is multiplied with 7. So it is 21, and 4 is also multiplied with 7. So it will be 28. So what will be the value of the hypotenuse? So the hypotenuse will be 5 is multiplied with 7, that is 35. So see that it is 35. But if you don't know these Pythagorean triplet values, so if it is 215 and if it is 328. So then what can you say that? What will be the value of the hypotenuse? So let's run. It will be a float number and it is 392.184. And if we write it is hypotenuse, round it, so it will give the round value. So by this technique you can find any big numbers. So 79, and if you run this, so you got the hypotenuse value. So it is awesome. Three lines code, so that you can easily solve any Pythagoras problem. Now after that, what then? Is math is no, you know that what is the pi value. So if you run what is pi value, is that pi, you know, pi is 3.1415, like that. So if you import math module, and from that you are try to find out pi by 4. Now in basic science or trigonometry, we actually use pi is what? Pi, this symbol is actually 180 degree. 180 degree is pi. This is 1, this angle is pi. Pi is 180 degree. So if you divide pi with any numbers like 2 or 3 or so. So if you pi divided by 2, that will be 90 degree. If you divided it with 3, so you got 60 degree. If you divide it with 4, and so on and so forth. 4, so it will be 45 degree, and so on and so forth. So that means we are trying to import the pi value math from math library. So math.pi by 4. So math.pi by 4 v is equal to what? Now you are try to find out what will be the, this is in radian. So your degree, that point degree, will actually convert the radian value to degree value. As like radians, S should be there, AS. Without AS, the S will give you an error message. So math.radians will give you or convert the degree into radian. Similarly, math.degree convert radian into degree. So print it is in radian. This is radian. So you are using math.degree A, means convert this radian into degree. So my answer output is 45, and B is 45. So it is in actually degree. So print round math radian. So we have to convert it into radian value, and 3 means here this is 3 places of decimal. This number is actually 3 places of decimal. Now if you run this program, see what happens. If you run this, you got 45 degrees. Now if you convert it into 7 or 8 or anything, 8, and then run it, so it will give you 22.5 degree. Now if it convert it into any other value, for not 45 degree, like 37.5. So if it is 37.5, so run it, so it will be in radian 0.64. If you round it up to more higher place, let it be 5, and run it. So it will be 0 is taken, so it will be 6545, like that. It is okay. Now similarly inside. Okay. Hope you understand these few tricks in trigonometry, basic trigonometry, and some algebra part in LCM, how to find out the GCD or LCM part of 2 or 3 numbers. Hope you liked this video. And if you have any problem running this code, please write it in the comment section. Thank you.